Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family, back once more with another daily live stream. And of course, if you've been following Kaspa, if you've not been looking at anything for the past 24 hours, you wouldn't know about this bombshell that has just been dropped. In fact, I'm fairly sure someone mentioned it in my stream yesterday. They even sent information and sources to this information in my Discord server yesterday as well. And now it's all over my Twitter feed with KASPA and GRAYSCALE. This is a very big deal. Institutional adoption is now coming to KASPA. That is as plain as day. Obvious. The fact of the matter being that we might actually get a KASPA ETF before any tier 1s is mental. It is mental. I'm going to go through that news, of course, today, and other catalysts for other projects, other crypto stuff as well as always. But if you enjoy these videos, these streams I'll be doing daily, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. I may be making a video later today regarding KASPA and probably this GRAYSCALE news, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, without further ado, just got to talk about it. Of course, GRAYSCALE and KASPA, massive news. And as the Gander here puts, we know what happened with SWE and similar projects last time GRAYSCALE announced their support or their inevitable listing of these projects, ETFs incoming, literally billions of dollars in inflows. As a result, we've seen projects like SWE, for example, they're reaching all-time highs. SWE is doing very well, reaching all-time highs and seemingly still pumping up right now. If you look at SWE, it's up 9% today. It's gone up, what, I think almost 20% in the past 2 days? If you just have a quick look. Yeah, almost 20 or over 20% in the past 2 days for SWE. That is very big. SWE's doing very well, and I do hold a little bit of SWE, as I mentioned in the past. I think SWE's going to be a decent gainer in this cycle. Obviously, if you got in much earlier around here, much better off for you. But either way, people who are FUDing KASPA right now, I'm laughing at you. I'm really laughing at you. People who FUD KASPA, because KASPA right now is sitting at such an undervalued price, 13.8 cents, up 0.56% on the daily time frame. It bottomed out around 12.5 cents, and now we've got ETFs incoming. We've still got so much more incoming. And people are FUDing KASPA because its price is down. That's when you want to get into it. If the project has good utility and good fundamentals, like this is when you want to get into a project down here. Not when it's pumping like SWE's doing. If you get into SWE now, then I mean it may go higher, so probably still make gains, but that's not the smart thing to do. You want to get into it when it's down. I got into it during a small correction, I think it was around here. So I got into it near its all-time high. I didn't get in really early, unfortunately. I was too late on that, but still, I'm up on SWE, so I'm happy about that. But for the most part, I'm looking towards KASPA as a project that I'm going to probably put another bag into very soon, because we're starting to make a decisive break. Someone asked me in my stream yesterday, do we think we're going to see KASPA break above, have an October? So basically means it finishes higher than where it started. So it started, around this region here, this line here that I drew out. So can KASPA go up, increase in value by 10% for the end of October, which is only, 19 days away from now? In 19 days, can we see a 10% increase in value from here? With this GRAYSCALE announcement, yeah, I think it's possible. Everything else coming to KASPA as well, I think it's definitely possible. So so this is massive for KASPA's US adoption. It's US adoption as well. It's very big news. Of course, a very big deal for US tier 1s as well, if not bigger, because tier 1s right now, they've probably been slowly accumulating KASPA behind the scenes right now. With this GRAYSCALE ETFs, meaning institutional adoption, means the likes of BlackRock probably getting more access to KASPA as well. They already have it through Marathon. And we're going to also speak about all the convenient, announcements that happen around this time as well. Marathon also being more bullish on KASPA as well. All this sort of stuff we talk about. But yes, it's a very big deal. And GRAYSCALE obviously are going to be hopefully under consideration. So hopefully listing a KASPA ETF very soon, which means tier 1s, there's a potential. Again, this is not guaranteed. It's speculation. But GRAYSCALE launching ETFs with institutional adoption into KASPA. This means KASPA's price will most likely start pumping, like it's done with Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin pumped massively. Ethereum actually has had outflows, but Ethereum's not done very well since the ETF's been launched. Is what it is. But I think KASPA will likely see quite a drastic surge for the fact that it's quite similar to Bitcoin in nature. And therefore, these tier 1s will be missing out. So you can speculate, therefore, that we could potentially see a massive surge of listings coming shortly for KASPA, thanks to this GRAYSCALE announcement. The institutions may not be, these exchanges probably weren't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. I expected at one point, yes, GRAYSCALE to this KASPA makes sense, but not today, not yesterday, not this soon. GRAYSCALE Bitcoin, essentially the Bitcoin ETF before Bitcoin ETFs, it is a very big news, very big deal. It being under listing, they know. And actually, you know what? I want to shout out to KASPA Maxi. I don't think I've seen him in my stream for a while, but he has been in my stream in the past. But shout out to him because I saw this post from him on 19th September, so, last month, and I spoke about it as well, about how Casper Maxi said he's had a phone call with a Grayscale consultant, talking to her for almost an hour, basically just talking about Casper. Talking about all the sort of stuff going on, limitations of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, how the SEC is, just being quite off, and then he brought up Casper. Spoke to her for like 30, 40 minutes about Casper, educating her about it, and she, was shocked about it and heard about it and wanted to relay it to her team. Now, I'm not saying he's the reason for Grayscale lifting Casper, but I'm not going to deny that he has some form of influence in the matter. I think he might have done. And people obviously were not taking him seriously, thinking it was just fake. He showcased proof of it with emails as well. But, this is very, very big. This is a very big deal, having this Grayscale listing for Casper. And it could be a major catalyst to see Casper, start making some... Right now, again, the adoption is still not, surging. Saying that the wallets are growing more. See here, the wallets, just pretty much green across the board, apart from, in the last week a whale sold, and hot banks as well. But we're seeing increased decentralization, increased, a growth of adoption with Casper right now, because of all the imminent catalysts. This is a very, very big deal. Very, very big deal for Casper. MVE, let's go, brother. What's up? Patience, yeah, patience is key. You know about it. Early bird gets the worm, exactly. We are early in Casper. People who are fudding it right now, I laugh at you. And if it ever comes lower again, so be it. I've got enough conviction in what I hold with what's coming to Casper that I'm not bearish on it at all. Master Mike, what's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Thomas Keith, Casper and Grayscale, honestly, music to my ears. Mr. Mars, good to have you back, my man. Thank you for joining the stream as always. Floptober, yeah. Right now for Casper might be a Floptober. If you look at its current price action from October 1st, which was, if it started up here. Actually, it started up here. So right now it's down 13%. So can we see, can we see a reversal? Can we see Casper go from this region up to 16 cents even by the end of the month? I think so. Right now, Bitcoin, I think at the start of October, Bitcoin is just edging to, I think Bitcoin right now is almost level if you look at it closely. October started here. At the top here, you would consider it. So Bitcoin is pretty much, completely neutral right now. This is the region where Bitcoin is now going to start its October cycle, hopefully. If it breaks above this level of resistance right here, above 63k, we could see, a decent pump, I think. And with the elections only being, 3 weeks away, I think we're going to probably start seeing Bitcoin push towards its all-time high again. Every other asset seems to be pushing as well. Swee's doing incredible. Tao's doing numbers as well. I haven't got into Tao, and I'm really upset about that because I wanted to get into it, but I haven't had the time to look into it properly. I know it's going to be a good project. I just want to look into it a little bit more. But then Casper, of course, Casper is so early. So early. And it's 13.8 cents, almost 14. Think about 14 being a very, very big level. We'll have to see what happens in the next few days. But this Grayscale thing is very, very big. And again, it's what I mentioned, I think, in my stream 2 or 3 days ago. Casper right now is not dead. It might seem like it's dead because of its price action, but it's not dead in terms of developments, and it's just undervalued. This here is the power law. A very, very key indicator for Casper. Not the be all and end all, but a key indicator for Casper that shows that right now Casper is touching this bottom band. Therefore, indicating that Casper is dead. But as it's a proof of work project, it's dropped below it, comes above. It's pretty much throughout this whole life cycle stayed within this power law. It is abided by this power law. So with it being at the bottom band right now, we should expect it to start coming up again. And there's so much incoming for Casper. This Grayscale listing is indicative of that. What's coming to Casper very, very soon. By the way, Solana is not on Grayscale's watch list. Is it not? I mean, yeah, I think Solana... I know that's... I think that's because after they launched Bitcoin and launched Ethereum, they tried to launch Solana, and Solana collapsed. It's quite weird. Bitcoin ETFs have been relatively successful, I'd like to believe. Ethereum actually have had more outflows than inflows. That might change in this cycle, but right now it's not been that good. And then Solana, they tried to launch one and just got completely just said that no. The computer said no. They're not going direct to Solana. Now I imagine Solana might get one in the cycle, but right now it's not saying that. Right now they tend to be on XRP. Which, we've seen some very because about XRP. Ripple recently launched a crypto custody service for banks, which is a very, very big deal. Again, this is why I hold XRP, because it's meant to be utilized by institutions, by banks. I'm not saying XRP is going to do 1000x. I'm saying XRP should make gains in the cycle with all this massive adoption with institutions. So I hold it as a hedge for bet just in case. You've got people like Bitnomi or Exchange who are suing the SEC now because they're trying to say no to the XRP futures they want to list. And SEC right now is actually operating above the law. They're ignoring a court's ruling that XRP is not a security. Like it actually just, the SEC is complete tyrants. They're completely, they're a rogue agency. They're not even I don't think they've done anything to try and help out the United States at all. They've just been trying to stifle everything. And even they took it one step further here. This here I think is crazy. Cumberland, DRW. Those who don't know, this is a massive Wall Street firm. A large, successful trading operation that has been around for over 30 years, Wall Street. They tried to approach the SEC to obviously have their own crypto custody sort of thing launching. And Gary Gensler said, as we can see here, only then, despite Gary Gensler's call to just come in and register, we were told we could only use our broker deal to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum, both commodities and not under the jurisdiction of the SEC. So it naturally calls into question whether the guidance to come in and register was provided in good faith. They are just complete. The SEC have been lying to everyone, Wall Street included. They've and right now no one respects them at all, and I completely understand that, and I think it's right. You got Canary Capital and Bitwise and GRAYSCALE all imminently launching XRP ETFs. They filed for it. Well, GRAYSCALE got an XRP trust. Cumberland wanted to start launching crypto services, and they said no to that as well. So SEC, I think it's going to go very, very soon. Very, very soon. I think there's going to be a rebranding of it. I think even if Kamala Harris gets in power, again, who gets in power, I'm not particularly bothered by it. I just want whoever's going to do better for crypto, which right now seems like Trump. But either way, whoever gets in power, I think Gary Gensler is going to go. He's just not done anything good for the industry. And, Ripple, at least, they're trying to do their most to stay, in the loop. That's why people like Chris Larson, he's also endorsing Kamala Harris, giving $100 million in XRP to Kamala Harris's party. They've also endorsed Donald Trump as well, so literally hedging their bets between both of them right now. But I think they need to do that as well, to be honest, to have some form of significant move. But yeah, again, that much of that's big news for Ripple and XRP, and big news for how the SEC might be going soon. Very, very bullish. I can't wait for that. This is also good as well. I think this is also, again, timely. Think about what's happened with Kaspa in the past 2 weeks, or even 3 weeks. KRC20 launched, very, very big, and it's been very successful for the most part as well. We have the meme tokens getting more and more adoption as well, being quite good. The DEX, the Change Finance DEX, is launching hopefully sometime early this week. Or, well, it's Saturday today, so, next few days or so, if it goes successful, which seems like it's going to be doing right now. You've got, Fund has already successfully launched the first KRC20 token available on Change Finance. So probably see Nacho coming soon, KASPA, Ghost Kaspa, and everything else. So that's very, very good. So that's going to be a DEX coming to Kaspa. The KRI Enterprise event happened as well. That's also insane. Very, very big. And you had the whole speculation with Kraken again, which we'll get into in a moment. But again, all these signs right now are leaning towards this massive accumulation of developments for Kaspa, growing more and more. And this, to me, is a sign that nobody right now cares about the SEC. Nobody. Evidently, all institutions, Wall Street, big institutions, financial institutions, want to get access to crypto. That's why they're going for Bitcoin already. They've got Ethereum already. They've got those two. They wanted Solana. They got rejected, but they're probably going to go back for it. They want XRP. They're looking at other assets as well, Litecoin, Stellar, Zcash, and Kaspa as well. Actually, I saw a post. I don't know if I refreshed my page and I can find it anymore. I probably refreshed my page and I can't find it. But there was a post here showcasing all the ones that are on Grayscale's thing. It's right here. There you go. Yeah. So these are all the assets that Grayscale, as we can see, have currently in their product suite. And of course, Kaspa's now under consideration right here. Look at the listings. These are the assets that are currently with Grayscale. Kaspa has like little to none of the big listings. No, Binance, Coinbase, OKX, Kraken, Upbit, Huobi, Crypto.com, Robinhood. Like it's ridiculous how early Kaspa is with none of these listings, and it's going to get a Grayscale. Like Grayscale, that's huge. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check here because you've got to try and remain logical in these situations. But logically speaking, Grayscale is considering Kaspa, therefore ETFs might come to Kaspa. Therefore, what happened to SWI? Trillions will flood in. Without the tier ones, there will be limited inflows, I imagine, because I imagine a lot of the inflows will come through retail as well as institutions. But still, going to probably see a colossal amount of money flow through Kaspa, which is great for a proof of work. The adoption will grow, and these tier ones might start to panic. Might. Again, it's potential because again, there's so many exchanges that haven't got Caspa yet, and they know therefore with an announcement, this might have been a surprise, and they might actually think, oh yeah, Caspa's about to jump up in value. If we actually go and check, we can have a look and see if it actually had taken an effect just yet. If we go to here, we go to exchange holdings. So it's not seemingly taken any effect just yet, but even though we're still near all-time highs in holding exchanges right now, nearing that, so that's still good to see. But I think we're going to start seeing a growth in accumulation from exchanges. You might see Kraken low. I mean, this is under consideration, right? So it may take a few weeks, maybe a month or two. We don't know how long it's going to take, but it's still considered, which is still big. And I think we'll see Kraken hopefully this month. If not this month, I suspect in November definitely. We'll probably see Binance, eager to start launching. Coinbase probably comes soon enough after that. And the Tim ones come through, and then we're going to see massive amounts of adoption, right? And still, we are very, very early. Grayscale is one of the major announcements, of course, I have in this stream for Caspa, and of course, got other announcements of other projects as well. I'm going to get into as well. Good morning, Toggle Delay Man. Welcome back to the stream. Ultimate Caspa Clown is archetype. I'm not going to comment on it. I know people in my server spoke about it quite a lot because he sold his Caspa. If he wants to get out of it, so be it. It's only decision. I don't care. He can do what he wants, but he might end up, regretting that decision if Caspa ends up, increasing in value like it's going to do, I believe. And yeah, as Bufflink said, if you enjoy these streams, be doing these daily. Day 73 in a row, by the way, for those who may not be knowing that. Leave a like, helps you out more than you know. Subscribe for more, and also let your friends and family know about the channel, about crypto, about Caspa, before it ends up inevitably exploding in value. What's up, Mohammed Man? Welcome back to the stream. Talk about Caspa is getting listed Monday. What's getting listed? What, Caspa? Oh, is that for Caspa Goes to Caspa? Yes, I did see that. Did I bring that up? I did not. Maybe, actually, you know what? I think that might be my server. Let me quick check my server. And thank you very much, Muscle Mike, for putting that in my server as well. Respect for you to that, for saying I'm going live. I think it was it? Did someone put it in my server? I don't know. Point being is I saw that Caspa Goes Caspa. Caspa Ghost, where is it? There, this one. They're getting listed on XT on Monday, very, very soon. Or listed on XT now. I saw it. Let me actually just find the post before I'm just going to continue waffling. Caspa Goes Caspa. I'm pretty sure I saw this when I was scrolling through earlier. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, so listing on Monday. There you go. Yeah, so that's big. So right now, Caspa is sitting at a $7.3 million market cap. We're probably going to start seeing a lot of FOMO for it tomorrow, I'd imagine. Start increasing value. Once XT lists, I suspect we'll probably see a correction in value, in price. But then that'll give it the adoption it needs, another platform to buy it on, and I might pick up some then, truth be told. I know Nacho is imminently going to be launching on Pionex, one of the 2 US exchanges that actually list Caspa right now, and it's very, very cheap, so it's very good for Nacho and for Pionex as well. And of course, again, this change finance is going to give the other meme tokens more access, more ways to be adopted, and they're all going to be listed on them for free as well. So most meme tokens, I think, that actually have some form of intrinsic value and actually supported, will be listed on this change finance one. Like, it's going to be big deals. You see Nacho, you'll see Goj, you'll see Caspi, you'll see Caspa Ghost. So again, more adoption coming to Caspa. This is all, especially with meme token season still being so volatile right now, this is a very, very big deal. The adoption of Caspa is really, really close. Just imagine holding Caspa for years and selling right before the bull run starts, and the tier 1. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is of course referring back to archetype. I'm not getting too much into it, but yeah, selling Caspa. I mean, if you sell part of your Caspa to take profit, fine. Like, I think it's not the smartest thing, but again, people to their own, right? I think it's worthwhile holding Caspa long term. That's what I've been doing. I've been buying it, DCing into it every time, and I think before, at least again, no tier 1s yet. No tier 1s. Grayscale's incoming. No 10 BPS. Like, it makes no sense to sell Caspa now when all these major events are still incoming. And yes, it's very, very exciting times. Thank you for your videos. Really appreciate the effort. Thank you very much, Thomas, man, for the kind words. And yeah, we're still going to be here. I'm going to be here bringing every major news source I can to you, whether it be about Caspa or crypto in general. That's my job and my role. And again, if you want to know more about this sort of stuff, again, I have a free Discord server, which is on my home screen in the chat right now. I'm putting it in there and the description, where we talk about Caspa, of course. I found about this GRAYSCALE thing through there, as well as other crypto projects, whether it be through AI, whether it be through DeFi, gaming. We're speaking of gaming, actually, before I get to more Caspa news. We got this, right? Obviously, I've been speaking about Off the Grid a little bit recently. I think it's really, really cool. The game has a lot of really interesting mechanics in it. It's getting a hell of a lot of adoption. I think it's at one point it was like the #1 game or on Twitch that was being streamed, which is like viewer count. That's insane. But why is this big? Obviously, yes, Off the Grid will be paying big Web2 streamers to promote their game a little bit. So there will be a bit of probably a bit of just pay to say this sort of stuff, I'd imagine. But either way, for the most part, I think everyone's having a lot of fun. But what I like about this, right, because I'm a Counter-Strike gamer. Those who know about me, if you speak to me more personally in my Discord server, you know that I'm a gamer. I don't play much now, but I used to play Counter-Strike, used to play Valorant, all that sort of stuff. You got Shroud. Those who know Counter-Strike know about Shroud. He is a legend in the space, one of the most successful first-person shooter gamers to exist, one of the most talented gamers ever. Like, okay, I'm not gonna glaze him too much, but he's a legend in the space for streaming as well, and he's now on Off the Grid, probably again being paid to do so, but he's talking about the Web3 element of it as well, not without saying Web3 as well. He's talking about the fact that you can sell items and stuff and buy items the same way you could do Magic the Gathering cards. So it gives the people who don't understand crypto another perspective of how this Web3 element of crypto is going to work, crypto gaming. This is again why I'm bullish on crypto gaming, why I love crypto gaming. And we're really this Off the Grid, I think, is going to be the game or one of the games coming out that will put crypto gaming on the map. I don't think, again, I could be wrong, but I don't think this cycle will be a crypto gaming cycle. I think we'll see adoption for it, definitely. But I think the full scale trillions of dollar adoption for crypto gaming will come in the bear cycle leading up to the bull cycle next cycle, I think, personally. But either way, I'm going to start getting more into crypto gaming right now, definitely. This is one of the things that, again, I would love to see. Like, this, again, stuff I'm going to put in my server again once more, for those who want to check it out. This is a very big deal. In fact, I'm going to put this one in right now for those who can listen to what he says, because I think it gets me buzzing to hear this sort of adoption coming to crypto gaming. And again, it's just really, really early, of course. Like, again, it's just what's coming for crypto right now is amazing. With gaming sector now growing more, with, again, Swee's doing quite well. For those who do hold Swee, I know Mohammed's a lover of Swee now. It's doing very well. And I suspect it will continue to do this fashion. I'm hoping for a $3 by the end of this year for Swee. That's where my goal is for it. So I'm not expecting massive gains, just $3, that's it. I don't really know where Swee's going to go to. I'll just hold it for the cycle. I don't think it's going to be a long-term hold for me. Caspa's going to be a long-term hold for me. That I'm holding, 10 plus years. And by that point, we will have a grayscale. By that point, we will have tier 1. By that point, we will have 10 BPS, if not even 100 BPS by then. Dag Knight, smart contracts. Oh my gosh. It's just, I just can't. I'm just like, damn. I'm so early. It's actually crazy to me. Imagine Caspa being sold at Grayscale's customers at premium like Bitcoin before ETFs. I know it's a stretch for now, but worth thinking about in the future. Yeah, Caspa it's basically meant to be what Bitcoin is meant to be, in the sense of what Bitcoin was meant to be, a peer-to-peer electronic currency, medium of exchange. Caspa is doing that right now. It's early and it's doing that, and it hasn't got the adoption yet, but it's got the technology to do so. And Grayscale is going to be another intrinsic catalyst to give Caspa the adoption it needs. That, the KRI, the tier 1s when they come out, it's huge news. Again, it's huge news. Grayscale is going to cause massive adoption for Caspa. There's no doubt about it. And it's best news as well. People have been fighting Caspa for a long time. And then, as a content creator myself, of course, I'm here to try and, reiterate to you guys, don't be emotional, be logical. Just have some faith to your research sort of thing. But it's, of course, very, very hard. Not for me, but to try and, give some clarity to everyone when they're seeing the price of Caspa from, August 1st come down 30% and actually now at levels lower than its all-time high back in November. I understand that the sentiment behind that is now down about 10% since that time. So I understand why people be a bit upset by that. And it's hard to try and constantly talk about it and be like, guys, I get it. But if you don't like Caspa, you don't think it's going to do well, then get out. That's fine. But at the moment, Caspa is correcting, but it's going to come back. Trust me, it's going to come back. And this is proof. It's coming back. We're going to start seeing some adoption come. Again, if you see price action come down in the next few days, I'm just trying to reiterate to you guys, don't start being all emotional about it again. Caspa's coming down. Oh no, it's dead. How can a project be dead if you've got Grayscale, Wall Street wanting to get access to Caspa? How can a project be dead if you want Wall Street to get access to it? It has some form of intrinsic value for Wall Street if they want to get an ETF for it, if they want to actually list it. That's a big deal. And again, we're at the bottom of this power law right now. So this is the part where you start seeing most likely a rebound in Caspa's price. Those who sold Kaspa, well, unfortunate, I'd say. I don't want to clown you guys too much, but it's unfortunate because I think right now, and again, as I've been saying the whole time, every time Kaspa comes down, people are fighting it. I'm like, yeah, cool, fair enough. It is what it is, but I believe in what I hold. I have conviction in what I hold. This is the bottom of power law here. It's starting to come back up. If it comes back down or even lower, so be it. I buy this dip 100%. And then we start seeing Kaspa move up from there, I'm sure, with what's going to be coming soon. The bull run's coming soon. Ignition's coming soon. Adoption from Kaspa very, very soon. And either way, if you want to have more conviction in Kaspa once more, just look at the Bitcoin chart. That's one. This is Kaspa against Bitcoin. Yes, it's still coming down because of what's happened recently, but even now, it's still 68%, 69% above the value of Bitcoin since its launch. Still more valuable than Bitcoin right now, and it's about to go on a parabolic run, I think. More parabolic than Bitcoin is. Bitcoin, I think, let's just say Bitcoin goes to 80k by the end of this year. Let's say, let's say 100k by the end of this year, right? Bitcoin to 100k, which would be insane. I think that's quite steep, but let's just say for the argument's sake, it goes to 100k. We're going to see a 50% rise in Bitcoin, or 58%. Is that correct? Apparently so. Yeah, 58% rise in Bitcoin according to this here. So look at Kaspa then. 58% rise. Let's just say 60% round it up from here. 68%. Let's go up. Let's go up. So it has to reach 24 cents for it to outdo Bitcoin. Leading up. So can Kaspa reach above 24 cents before the end of the year? I'll let you guys answer that question for yourself. I think it'd be really difficult for Kaspa not to surpass 24 cents by the end of the year. And that's bearish. I still think Kaspa can easily reach 35 cents by the end of the year, if not higher. Maybe 40. That's where my prediction for Kaspa is by the end of the year. I'm hopeful for that. I think it's very likely. With what's coming to Kaspa, what's about to come to crypto adoption, if the SEC do go through a revamping, which through all these sort of announcements, I think we will. This sort of stuff is ridiculous for the SEC to be doing that against Wall Street. So no one wants the SEC in right now. No one's going against it right now. So I think we will see a revamping around the election time, especially if Trump wins. He'll get rid of him day one. Kamala Harris might take a bit longer, but I think we'll see a revamping anyways. We'll start seeing institutional adoption come to crypto. We might even see the GRAYSCALE come out by that point as well, before the end of the year. That'll cause capital to have some parabolic inflows. We'll see these wallets fill up massively. So, can Kaspa reach just 24 cents by the end of the year and outdo Bitcoin? Bitcoin has to reach 100k. That's the stopgap I've got for Bitcoin at the end of the year. Max 100k. It might go higher. Fantastic if it does, but I'll be surprised to see Bitcoin over 100k by the end of the year. Kaspa, to surpass that is 24 cents. Again, the ROI for Kaspa is bigger than Bitcoin. That's why I hold Kaspa. Kaspa is, for me, what Bitcoin is meant to be. And it's got a better ROI and it's got more developments coming for it. And now we're going to start seeing some institutional adoption come to Kaspa as well, through ETFs, potentially very, very soon. And you've got the DEX coming in very, very soon as well, which is also very, very bullish. The meme tokens are going to get more and more adoption as well. Kaspa right now is 58% undervalued. It's a bargain price. It's so cheap. It's amazing. Like, as Kaspa says here, another thing to add Kaspa, once again Kaspa's fast emissions was a genius idea. Another big player after Marathon being left with no choice to either adopt and get left behind with only less than 50% or supplies be left to mine. Point being is, again, this is the... And now they've got Kaspa under consideration to launch ETFs, basically. Isn't it convenient? Right? Very convenient in my opinion. That, what, a week ago? Not even a week ago. I don't know when I spoke about it. I made a video on it, so I could just check my videos and find out how long ago it was. Yeah, about a week ago. We saw Marathon CEO Fred Thiel announce that they are going to be... They announced to Forbes that they're still bullish on Kaspa. They've got a hold on for deal life strategy with Kaspa. They've got interesting technology. And that since they announced their support of Kaspa, which was in July, so about 3 months ago, they've increased their accumulation and adoption of Kaspa a handful of times. So that happened 2 weeks ago, and we've had Rusty Kaspa updates since then. We've had the KRI, more talks about what they're developing since then as well. And then we also now have this GRAYSCALE potentially launching an ETF very, very soon. Here. This is huge news. Huge news. All this stuff conveniently happening. We've seen nothing for Kaspa in terms of price action for what? Arguably since, you know, August, so what, 2.5 months or so? It's at its bottom now, and now we're seeing Grayscale. Now we're seeing Kraken rumours, not really amounted to much yet, but Kraken rumours again surfacing. Confirmation once more that it's on their roadmap. Kraken rumours again. We've seen Grayscale come out just now, which is huge, huge news. We've seen the KAI announce more stuff with Kaspa. We've seen Marathon openly admit they're more involved with Kaspa as well. We've seen a DEX, the Kaspa KLC20 DEX coming out, hopefully next week. We've got the KLC20 meme tokens finally getting the adoption they deserve with listings. Natural with Pi and Nex, Kaspa with XT, and the DEX also going to give them more listings as well. This is how early we are with Kaspa. We're at a dirt cheap value with Kaspa. And then we've got also what's happened to this as well. This is from the KEF. You know, this is from this post here. Talking about the fact that at every conference, someone always asks what's Kaspa like, Ethereum or Solana, and he makes an article about it basically. I'm not going to go through the whole article again. I'm going to link this in my Discord server if you want to check it out. But KEF puts here, Kaspa is like Singapore, exceptional writing with smiles and urbanism for blockchain by, you know, this is what his post was here. So Kaspa is not like Solana or Ethereum, it's like Singapore. So to quote what he said, growth, community and trust. These are 3 key building blocks in the next phase of our smart nation journey. Growth is about empowering our people and businesses to use technology to push our own limits and realize our full potential. Technology is used responsibly to connect people, foster collaboration and strengthen community. To achieve growth in community, we must be able to go online with confidence. That's what Kaspa is. Despite the people who are in Kaspa right now, they are the ones with the conviction, the ones that have the real like the cojones, if you will, to know what Kaspa's building and to believe in the project. The people who sold Kaspa, they have no conviction. They just want to have a good price. They see, oh, Kaspa's, you know, the Bitcoin 2.0, it's done really, really well in its cycle. It's done amazing things in its bull cycle. The best, like, it's going to keep going to the moon higher and higher and higher. That's what they think Kaspa is. So they're going to hold it for, when people who don't have the conviction, people who don't believe in Kaspa properly, they sold. Maybe their whole bag, if you sold part of your bag to take profit, that's fine. But if you sold an idea, oh, Kaspa's not got any, if you sold because you wanted to save your assets and then get back into Kaspa at a lower point, okay, fine. But if you sold Kaspa with the idea that this project's dead now, I don't want to get into it anymore, you did not research into the project enough and we don't want you here. Kaspa is about community, it's about technology, it's about growth. That's what this project's about. It's about bringing everyone together to create a better form of payment system for everyone. That's what this project's about. It's doing that with the technology, with Jonathan Belinsky, with Shai, with Michael Sutton, with the KRI, with institutional connections to Grayscale now, to KRI's connection with the likes of Shell and DHL, all the other institutions, with Marathon as well. We have no tier 1 listings yet. No tier 1 listings. It's ridiculous how early we are with Kaspa. No tier 1 listings. Of course, you have other projects that are doing well, that have a lot of FOMO around it. You know, Tao's one that I like. Swede's one, again, Swede, all-time high, very, very cool. It's got a lot of big stuff coming out, I think, next week as well. So I'm optimistic about Swede doing some good stuff soon, and this cycle as well. I hold Swede for that matter, but Swede's at all-time highs. Therefore, you could potentially see a correction with Swede sooner, because it's top. No one knows where Swede's going to go from here. It's the same thing when Kaspa topped out at 20.7 cents. People thought it was going to go higher and higher. It topped out here to come back down, so we know that's a level of resistance for Kaspa. We just don't know how much higher it's going to go from there. Swede is in uncharted territory. Swede's going to probably go higher, I do believe so, but it's in uncharted territory. Kaspa, we know where Kaspa's going to go from here. It's only up. Maybe it's not this, maybe it'll come down again, but in the long term, and I'm talking months to come at least, Kaspa's only up from here. It's going to beat its all-time high, it's going to go higher and higher. It is very, very early. Of course, other projects as well, again, off the grid, I mentioned that, I love off the grid. The gaming market's looking very, very good. I'm going to start talking about strategy, the game of gaming stuff very, very soon. The likes of Nakamoto Games, Vulcan Forge, GFAL, Myria, Ultra. There was more that I've mentioned by Poker Seraphim as well that I'm looking into. Very, very cool games that I want to get into more, that I'll probably do well in this cycle, and I think the big bull cycle will be from next cycle, I'd like to believe. Ripple as well. I know people don't like XRP, I understand that, and I'm not going to try and change your opinion on that. I just hold XRP for the fact that we're seeing these developments happening right now, and I think it's got, you know, a good chance to make some gains of institutional adoption, and the fact that it's utilising itself for banks is going to become an integral part of the financial system through banks, which is a big deal. It's a big deal. The SEC is getting ridiculed right now. Ripple's right now leading the charge about it as well. It's also why I respect Ripple for that. They're leading the charge. And the SEC is done for. When this happens, we'll see a flip of the switch. That's what I believe. Especially with all these other massive announcements as well. Like, of course, Donald Trump right now seemingly leading the polls. Whether he wins or not, again, I'm not going to make too much of a comment on it. He seems more pro-crypto, so I'd want him to win in that regard. But at the end of the day, long-term won't matter. Whoever wins, long as they get rid of Gary Gensler and they push crypto forward, that's all I care about. And he's saying, never sell your Bitcoin. He's pro-Bitcoin. It's good to see. And he's not the only one. You've got people like Michael Sutton as well. Well, not Michael Sutton, Michael Saylor. Who basically just stated in this interview here, once I understood Bitcoin, I would go to bed with anxiety at night, feeling short because I worried that someone else would figure it out and figure out what he figured out, and they would buy it all, and he wouldn't be able to buy any of it. And now today, Michael should actually hold 252,000 Bitcoin. Like, he knew what it was, he believed in it, and he was scared he wouldn't get into it enough. Now take this Bitcoin word and change it for Kaspa. That's how I view it. Take this word. Once I understood Bitcoin, I got a bit of anxiety at night, feeling worried about it because I didn't think I'd get enough of it. Change it to Kaspa. Because Kaspa in itself is similar to Bitcoin, but it's the next level up. So once you understand Kaspa, people might go to bed with anxiety at night because they haven't got enough Kaspa. It's at 13.7 cents. Very, very early. What's up, Leo, my man? Welcome back to the stream. You got $500 to buy crypto today. What are you buying? Not financial advice. I mean, yeah, if I have $500 in crypto right now, again, not financial advice, I put 60% of that probably in Kaspa. Put a little bit of that, maybe like 5% in meme tokens, and just try and play on to get more capital. And then put others into like AI projects like Tau, maybe gaming projects as well, and then like DeFi like Sui as well. That's kind of how my allocation goes, more or less. No Kappa Maxis here, just Kappa Realish. Yeah, exactly. No Kappa Maxis, just people who really, really believe in it. It's okay, Jay, you can cry with joy on stream, we won't judge you. No, you will judge me. I'm not crying on stream. Ain't no way. Actually, speaking of which, I wonder if he's in the stream right now. Kaspa Frog, are you here, my man? Because if he's not... all I know is that we've got a little ongoing joke here, that when Kaspa Frog buys Kaspa, it goes down. The past 3 days, last 2 days, Kaspa Frog did not buy, and it's gone up. So if he's bought today, it's going to go back down again. So have you bought Kaspa Frog? Are you here? Let me know. Yeah, listed on XT. Yeah, that is, again, a big deal. It's going to come on Monday. And I think Pionex should be listing Kaspa latter half of this month, I think. I think they've got an event going on right now between the 8th and 20th of October. So come the latter half of October, it should be listed on Pionex, which would be very, very cool. Pionex, of course, is one of the cheapest exchanges right now for America. You know, it's not available in some countries like KYC issues like Canada, UK. It should be available in New York, but New York just sucks apparently. Apologies if you live there, but it does. Obviously, I'm currently collaborating and working with Pionex as well. And I've got some good events ongoing right now. There's an incentive right now with my channel where if you were to log into Pionex, if you're a new user, log into Pionex, and you deposit 100 USDT, you get an extra 10, so you get a free $10 to then put into whatever asset you choose to. If you log through my referral link, which you can find on like videos like this one here, and I think even these two videos here, yeah, right here. The last video I made, if you go into that video, go into the description, you can find the referral link in there, sign up, and you can get some free money to then put into whatever you want. Yeah, again, and a time right now with Grayscale on the horizon, just saying, not going to say, again, not financial advisor, you do what you want, but I'm just saying, I'm going to probably buy some more Kaspa. I think it's a very, very good chance right now to see Kaspa start making some good runs leading up to the elections. And everything else coming out, the deck's coming out soon, there might be a big catalyst as well. Pionex US is actually an incredible exchange. Just wanted to give a shout out to all of you listeners recently signed up. It's amazing. Well, thank you again. And yeah, shout out to Thomas for that. Yeah, exactly. But I think it's amazing for Kaspa right now, especially because right now in Kaspa, you especially if you're US, because right now the crypto like population majority are US audience. My channel is majority US audience, and you right now have Uphold, which have expensive fees, and you have to use a VPN to get access to anything else, which some might find jarring and don't want to do that. And then you have Pionex, which is cheap fees, one of the cheapest in the market. I think Pionex actually is one of the cheapest that offer in the whole space, and they're regulated, so they're a good exchange. People haven't heard of it, but I've used it. People in my community have used it, and they actually say they really, really like it. It's seamless. It works well. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for us. With Kaspa lack of adoption right now, it's a very, very good thing to get some Kaspa before the Krakens and the Coinbase and the Binances. It's very early. What up, Bigger Banger? Late to the stream now. You're never late. You're still early, my man. You're still very, very early into Kaspa. Sell your Kaspa and go all in on SWE. Yeah, let's do that. Let's sell all our Kaspa when it's at pretty much one of its low points and going all in on SWE, which is at all-time highs. Yeah, I'm going to become a millionaire through that. I mean, yeah, SWE is doing well. If you want to get into SWE, I don't think it's a bad idea. I think SWE is doing quite well. I don't have the sources on me right now, but I have seen a lot of big stuff coming to SWE soon. What I'd recommend is you try and hopefully wait for a potential correction. Again, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know, because SWE seems to be doing quite a lot right now, especially with the meme tokens growing up more and more, like in adoption. SWE's got a big, like, SWE's kind of integrating itself into the meme cycle thing as well, like Solana does, of course. So with memes going more parabolic, SWE's doing well with that as well, which is why I think KRC20 memes could be big. If Kaspa gets the adoption, the memes for KRC20 could send Kaspa higher as well, and the GRAYSCALE thing as well, of course. But yeah, if you want to get into SWE, I hope and pray for a correction. If not, then, well, you know, you'll be buying a top to do it at your own risk. People who got into SWE early here or here, you're laughing, you're living life. I got into it here, like nearest the top. I'm up, so I don't mind. And either way, I'm not holding. SWE's not my conviction play. My conviction play is Kaspa. Yeah, sell your SWE for Kaspa. I mean, you could argue I should. But I like diversifying my assets. You know, I like diversifying my assets because I think SWE can make some decent gains, especially like right now where the gains have been so good. I could maybe sell my SWE soon to put it into Kaspa. We'll have to wait and see. Have fun with your VC coin. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, either way, I think it's going to do well. But it's just how well it will do is up for debate. They also want an ETF for Solana and Ethereum, so the bar can't be that high. I mean, true, except for the fact that it can't be that high in terms of technology-wise, but you've got to understand that there's come down to an element of what they want technology-wise and what they want in terms of, you know, good investment, right? Technology-wise, Kaspa is second to none, of course. Kaspa's investment is also second to none because it's so early in its development and it's one of a kind. Trilemma solver, you know the deal. You know the deal, right? Ethereum and Solana, they don't hold a candle to Kaspa, except for the fact that they are massive projects. So therefore, in this cycle, they will go up in price. So they will make money through it. These institutions want to make money any way possible. They're going to go for the big projects first because they will make money, and they're institutions, so they can make the money go up anyway. So pump it, like they've done Bitcoin already. Pumped it to 74k in a bear cycle or run up to a bull cycle. So if Kaspa being so undervalued, this could push it to $5, $6, $7. Again, potential. We have to wait and see what happens. But it has the chance to push it high with ETFs, with institutional adoption, the billions, if not trillions, flooding into Kaspa. I think I still hold strong on Kaspa potentially being a top 10 project this cycle. I still hold strong on it. If not, in the future, definitely. It'll be a top 3, top 5. Kaspa will be one of the leaders in the space. No doubt about it. And this is going to be, hopefully, Kaspa's fast tracking its way to increase volume, increase liquidity, increase adoption, increase price, because this will cause institutions to flood in and potentially will then, you know, trigger that institutional demand to get access to Kaspa. They've been probably accumulating it slowly, but if ETFs list for Kaspa, institutions will flood in probably quite quickly. At least initially, they might then slow it down. But either way, the exchanges might be like, oh god, we haven't got enough time to accumulate anymore. We have to just buy a massive over-the-counter Kaspa, and cause its price to just go up massively. Binance, OKX, Kraken, you name it. Right now, Kraken's definitely happening. Sooner than we think, I like to believe, in the next month or two, hopefully. The other ones, you can just make a gander for when. Binance, they've got a lot of connections. OKX are Venture, the KEF, the team that's KRC20. Coinbase, we know that already. We're early, right? You just have to wait and see what happens, ultimately. You guys are eating the dips, I'm eating wins. I mean, yeah, we are, but you're eating wins, definitely, in SWE right now, going up higher and higher, but again, you're in uncharted territory, so where your top is now unknown. And who knows if we go through a correction cycle again? We don't know. I'm not saying SWE is bad. I hold SWE, so I don't mind it. But right now, if you want to make if you were to get into SWE right now, I'm assuming Zar, you got into SWE a little bit longer. You get into SWE right now. Let's just say it reaches let's just say $10, right? It could probably go higher. Again, I don't know enough about SWE to make a prediction of it. Let's just say $10, right? From here, SWE $10 is 350% gain, right? If you look at Kaspa, and we do a 350% gain on Kaspa, it looks so messy, but I'm going to get this. So it's around here. So that's 65 cents Kaspa. And I think Kaspa at least reaches $1, if not $2. Actually, I think Kaspa at least reaches $2 a cycle. So the return on investment for Kaspa I just think it's higher than most projects in this space right now, because it's very undervalued. I think Casper still reaches, potential for 5, 4, 5, if not now with Grayscale, with ETS and institutional adoption, 6, 7. I don't think Sweet's a bad project at all. I think it's doing very well, and that's why I'm holding it right now, for maybe just holding it, make my profit, and then flip that into Casper, maybe. I have to wait and see what I do with it. I'm going to hold Tau as well in due time, nearing all-time highs again. I want to get it at a dip, but unfortunately I seem to have missed the dip. Much as, I'm late and it's not ideal, it's before a bull run. So you might look at it as, oh yeah, I don't want to get into these projects now because they're all-time highs and they're late. I get that sentiment. I do. But at the same time, you're before a bull cycle, before the institutional adoption floods into the space. So these projects are going to go higher in value from here. I like to believe they're big projects. They're big projects. And then Casper, of course, is even more undervalued. Sitting at 13, and it's now down 0.12%. I'm guessing Casper Frog just bought then. He must have just bought now. But it's really undervalued right now. So I think we're going to start seeing a tide turning very, very soon. Our eye is higher, in my opinion. Most people that sold their Casper with a loss bought Sui at all-time highs will go, yeah, exactly. A lot of people I know, it happened in my server as well. People say, oh yeah, Sui's doing amazing, Casper's not doing anything. Why? And I'm like, it's just not happening right now. And they sold for Sui. Fair enough, you did, fine. You're up in your investment right now because it's at all-time highs. But again, your ROI, in my opinion, is more limited than Casper's. I like to believe. Again, I could be wrong, but long-term side of things, if not this cycles to come, I think Casper is going to be one of the biggest gainers. If you're holding now, and you're holding for the next 10 years, it's going to be the biggest gainer. It's going to be like Bitcoin level gains, I'd like to believe. Sui is better because it's far more scalable. Centralized is not necessarily the big thing. You want centralized so that we keep the poor poor and the rich are rich. We are the rich. I'm not discrediting. I think the argument for that, Zar, is a bit weak. That might just be my personal opinion. I do like Sui, again, reiterating that. I do like it, so I hold it. But in terms of the technology-wise, Sui right now might be faster, more scalable than Casper, might be. I've not done the research into that to make sure for that, but long-term side of things, it won't be. Because no one else has trilemma-solving technology like Casper. 10 BPS will make it much faster. No one else in this space has that sort of, developments. That's why Marathon hold Casper, because they think the technology is interesting. That's why Uphold, Dr. Martin Heisberg says that Bitcoin is the Casper testnet. People are literally now more and more talking about Casper. Grayscale now want Casper because of what's incoming for it, this technology. People are realizing this more and more. I like Sui. And I do think there are good arguments for it to why it's doing better than Casper right now. It's got the VCs, it's got the institutional adoption, had the Grayscale thing as well, it saw billions of inflows as well. It's doing well. It's got the meme token things coming into it as well. I think Sui's going to do well in the cycle. But I think long term, again, holding Casper is probably the smarter play. What are your thoughts on Quiet Network? It's led to launch and founding, claims to be Quiet Spirits Casper. I'll look at it if it comes on CoinMarketCap. I think it's tough to say any project. Okay, obviously, yeah, it's here, it's not launched yet, because as you mentioned, but I think there's going to be multiple different projects that claim to be more superior to Casper. There will be. Of course there will be. But it's tough to say that when Casper in itself is still developing. You can say you're more superior than Bitcoin, although that's very, very hard to say because Bitcoin stopped developing. It's just there. Casper's still developing. No 10 BPS, no Dagnite, no smart contracts, all incoming, no tier 1s. Like KRI getting more involved. The KRC20 just been launched for the DEX coming soon. It's still developing. I don't know anything about Quiet Network. Maybe worth looking into, but anything. Again, maybe because my Casper Maxi brain right now, which is a bit biased. I understand that, but I do issue caution for any project claiming to be the next Casper or superior to Casper right now, because every project that has done, with you had BlockDAG was one of them. You had that other one, I can't even remember what it was called now. The one that tried to do 10 PPS and they ended up just taking it away because it didn't work. There'd be multiple projects who claim they're better than Casper, superior to Casper, and they've all failed. I'm not saying that no one will, but I think it's hard to say that right now, personally. That's my own personal opinion, though. Sui will win this bull run. I think Sui will do well this bull run. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I I've not done enough research into SWE to be an ultra maxi bullish, like SWE bullish maxi or whatever. I don't have enough information on that. I do think SWE will do well. I've got a load of mates who are very knowledgeable who've been looking into SWE for years and think it's going to do very, very well, hence why I hold it as well. But my bulk of research comes from KASPA and other projects I've looked into. Gaming as well is quite a big one, a big sector I've looked into. I used to be very big on that last year. I've switched to KASPA a bit more recently, but I believe in it. I think SWE will do well. Will it be the winner in the cycle? I don't know. It will be a winner, sure. But I just can't say for sure. I can't say for sure how big SWE is going to be. I think this cycle will be good for it. I can't say where it's going to go in the long term, though. When the regulations get fully laid out. You know, if SWE have potential... I heard rumours about SWE having potential large-scale ICO offerings that might end up, you know, meaning it's going to get action from the SEC. This SEC definitely would sue SWE. The next one. If the next one sues SWE, that could be a problem. If they did have ICOs. So, you know... I need to do more research into SWE myself, and I think it's going to do well this cycle, but I hold KASPA because I think KASPA, from this position right now, at a low point, to 10, 20 years in time, is going to be, you know, tens, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and I'm going to be a millionaire. Definitely. Will SWE reach that sort of value? Maybe. If SWE reaches $1,000, even that's good, but $1,000 SWE is a 500x. $1,000 KASPA is more than that. Every morning I wake up to 600 more KASPA from my farm. Big up to you, Sammy.g. Gonna become a millionaire for soon, that's for damn sure. Get in that bag. Proud Kappa Maxi, you know it. Good afternoon, Kappa Frog. Nearly missed the stream. I'm at the gym. You're at the gym, bro. You're getting those gains and getting those gains. Big up to you, my man. Big up to you. And I'm guessing you just bought KASPA now, because now it's dumping. You must have just bought KASPA. I'm guessing it's you. It has to be you. Yeah, it's again. There's a especially with this community, there's an incentive against corporation coins, SWE, XRP, XLM, the ones that actually are quite centralized and run and close ties with institutions. I get that. I am not against like the corporation element of things because they're the ones that are the money. They're going to drive the market. So that's why I hold SWE and XRP, because even though they've got a lot of centralization, they've got institutional adoption with it, these institutions are the ones that are going to push the money into this project. Now that institutional adoption is actually here, and going to be coming very, very soon with regulatory clarity, they're going to be ones to push these projects higher and higher. Kappa hasn't got that yet, but GRAYSCALE is going to give that sort of adoption. KRI is going to get that sort of adoption as well. I think that understand the element, the sentiment behind being careful of corporation coins because they can rug you. They want to take your money. I get that. Which is why it's good to hedge your bets on something that's decentralized like Kappa, which can't really be rugged. The chance of Kappa being rugged is very, very, very small. Very small. I'm not saying it can't be, anything could be rugged, but it's borderline impossible with KASPA's decentralized nature. So, but these other projects have more centralized nature, so they're easier to rug. They could just take all your money. So that's why I am more into KASPA than I am anything else. But I do think there's money to be made in these projects that are going to be pumped by institutions, hence why I hold XRP and SWE and Algorand and, you know, the other gaming projects that have quite centralized nature as well. Yeah, some of us are maxis, definitely. I mean, I'm a maxi, definitely, but I like to believe I'm a logical, realistic maxi. I hold what I hold, but I believe in what I hold. And I have sound logic behind why I hold it. Like people who are, you know, saying, you know, held to KASPA and up to SWE, I'm like, yeah, I mean, SWE's going to be good, but I'm not going to FUD KASPA. KASPA's had bad price action, yes, but technology-wise it's not been slowed down at all. You had a lot happen in this last 2 months for KASPA. Just there's been no price action for it. It's what it is. What do you thought on XLM? I heard it's on the GRAYSCALE list of digital dollars. Yes, it seems to be here as well. XLM right here. XLM I think is in a similar sort of sense than XRP. I mean, yeah, XLM is worse than XRP. Again, people don't like it. I get it. I think XLM and XRP, both of those two, have been in documents. I don't think I have them loaded. I don't. But that's also big as well. Bitcoin ETFs, 353.6 million even in net inflows on October 11th, so yesterday, breaking 3 consecutive days of outflows. So actually, that's why we saw Bitcoin pump so massively in that one day. Three bad days to one massive pump, and that's because of all the institutional adoption. They literally dumped on your heads and bought the dip. Like, this is why people need to do the research, man. Institutions are not selling Bitcoin. They're faking you out. They got it below 50, they got it below 60k, people panicked, and they bought it all. They dumped on your head, and they bought it all. Like, they're playing a game, and you guys are falling for it. But XLM, I mean, I think XLM, there have been documents from the United Nations, from the WEF, massive institutions that control literally the world, that have reported about, Ripple's intellectual technology and XLM's technology in this new financial landscape that's being built right now. So I think both of them, in terms of their inherent incoming role in the financial system, is going to be quite a big deal. I think they should therefore increase in price. But again, because of the centralized nature, and because, again, you can only trust the government so much. I'm not going to say too much about that, though, because that's a whole conspiracy element of things. My bag and assets like that are very, very small. Very small. Because if they're any bigger and they rug me, then I'm screwed. Kaspa is not that. Hoping Kaspa has smart contracts by Q1, Q2 2025. I think Kaspa smart contracts are coming. I think that's quite optimistic to think it's come that early. It could be possible. I'm not saying it's not impossible. We'll be seeing more development announcements regarding that. With Michael Sutton talking about it. Jonathan Sobolinski mentioned that. I'll get the post up, actually. If I can find it quick enough. Smart contracts. For those who don't know, I'm just typing in the search bar for my free Discord server, which you can check out on the screen, in my homepage, in the description, and also it's in the chat right now. But I'm just typing in that and finding the smart contract talks, this information that I've put in here. So that one, nope. But yeah, we did see something from Jonathan Sobolinski basically saying that. Here it is. We have that. We also have this as well. So this is Jonathan Sobolinski basically just talking about the L1 sequencing, the smart contracts coming in very, like they're developing right now. They said that basically the research is not finalized and it's too early to enter concrete plans. So it's not actually like ready yet. But the L1 is a ZK opcode, so smart contract sort of thing. So that smart contract L1 is a ZK opcode, adapted to DAG. Its design is complete. This narrow primitive can take, in principle, a few months to implement, after which anyone can, in principle, launch their own based ZK rollup. So, in principle, smart contracts could come out by Q1, Q2 2025. But it's too early. It's still too early to finalize just yet. I think we'll hopefully see it in the bull cycle. If we don't, we'll see it in the early bear cycle, I believe, and that's when we'll start seeing, Kaspa's correction path probably won't be too severe then, and we'll then start seeing the FOMO come to Kaspa. There's no doubt about it. Smart contracts are going to be very, very big, and it'll let Kaspa compete with the big dogs like Ethereum and Solana and, Sui as well. It'll compete with Sui for smart contracts, there's no doubt about it. With 100 BPS, 10 BPS, it'll be a game changer. Smart contracts is literally one that you're sending Kaspa before smart contracts, before tier 1s is funny. To me, it's very, very funny. XLM GRAYSCALE just goes down since launch, terrible investment. I mean, it's not the only one. The only one I think that's actually gone up since investment has been Bitcoin. It's because there's no institutional adoption right now, like, it's no regulatory frameworks. Even Ethereum came down. Solana didn't even take off. I think XRP might go up, but again, I can't say that for sure. Once we get regulatory clarity and regulatory frameworks, all those assets will go up, I'm sure about that. Some of them have higher ROI as well. And if they don't go up, I'd like to believe they're doing that on purpose to get those retail investors out of the project, because, well, why they want ETF and not buying into it? That makes no sense. They'll get out of it and then they'll buy it when everyone's got out to try and get more of it themselves. That's what I believe. Because again, they want to have all of them. They want power, remember that. At least I made something, but I've made money on XRP as well, so I could sell it if I wanted to right now. I'm just holding it because I think it might go a little bit higher. But yeah, so that's good. Sold my XRP for Kaspa. Will I pay off? I don't even know if it's better to hold than XRP. They don't even accept XRP for payments long. I mean, yeah, I think XRP has potential to go higher. When the lawsuit's finally over, which right now, we are seemingly in the end game for that. Like, SEC has literally got Wall Street on their throats, Congress on their throats, Ripple, Coinbase, the whole crypto industry on their throats. Like, they are getting ridiculed time and time again, the courts of law on their throat. Like, Gary Gensler is hanging by a noose. And the chair is being kicked out from underneath him right now. Even the SEC commissioners, Hester Pierce, Mark Yader, and many, many more have stated in front of Congress, in front of Fox Business, mainstream media, that we have messed up. Effectively just saying, which they're not saying it, but they are effectively saying, Gary Gensler has screwed us over the SEC. That's what they're saying. So Gary Gensler's term is not going to be much longer, I think. I think he's going to be removed regardless of who wins. If Trump wins, definitely gone early. Kamala Harris might be a little bit longer, but he'll be gone soon enough, I'm sure. Because isn't that your one? I mean, yeah. XRP payments is still limited. Like, it's still growing more and more. XRP is mainly meant to be used for institutional payments. It's going to be utilised in multiple corridors for payments, but mainly institutional payments. But I'm sure the adoption will come more and more. With regulatory clarity, it'll come out more and more. It hasn't got that yet. Is DAG the future? is it superior to blockchain technology? I mean, yes. What you have to remember, right? I think I've put this in my server as well. If I haven't, then I'll find that information and try and put that in the server. But basically, you got to remember, right? All crypto blockchain technology at its base level, it is actually all block DAG. What it is, when you see the Ethereum chain or the Swede chain, whatever it may be, these blockchain technology, they all started off as a block DAG, but because they couldn't handle the complexity of these massive webs and everything going on, they had to simplify it to make it into one streamlined chain. I think this comes from Dr. Martin High's work. I think it does. I'll try. Whilst I speak about it, I'll try and find it. I can't type today. I'll try and find it whilst I speak about it. But yeah, everything at like base value is a block DAG, but they streamlined the blockchain to make it easier to handle. Kaspa is the only one to actually be able to handle this block DAG element, to allow this to have the technology to be able to handle block DAG, effectively speaking. Block DAG is what blockchain's meant to be, but they couldn't do it, so they made it simple. They simplified it and they restricted it so they can control it. Kaspa evolved to be able to work with it, with the block DAG, which makes it, once the technology improves more and more with Rusty Kaspa, with 10 BPS and all that sort of stuff, it will be faster than blockchains, and it'll be more decentralized than blockchains and more secure. Because there's so many blocks to ping to it, it's more secure as well. That's what makes it superior. I'm gonna try. I know I've seen this post earlier, because that's why I'm able to reiterate it, because I saw it. I think it's from Dr. Walter Hardberg. I'm not gonna be able to find it, I'm sure. I'm gonna try and look for it later and put it myself so we can see it for themselves. But it was a very, very big post. Very big post that it gave me a lot of clarity of what block DAG is. To understand that everything at intrinsic value is just, that's why Kaspa is one of a kind that's unique, and it's why it's going to do so well, because no other chain in this space can do block DAG, has done block DAG. To do blockchain, they've got good blockchain, some of them are very, very fast and scalable, lacking centralization, of course, all of them, but Kaspa has it all. I won't be able to find it here. Okay, I'll try and find it off stream and then try and put it in my server. For those who want to see it again, free Discord server in the chat, you can check it out there, hopefully by the end of the day. Quine Network has VCs and as backup. No, thank you. Okay, well, there you go. Quine Network is also, thank you for doing them. Again, Muscle Mike, also quite a key member of my Discord server. He has been very vocal as well, so shout out to him. And he's also done a little bit of research to say that it's got VCs. So again, that's a bit of a worry. I'm not saying VCs are the worst thing, because they can help pump the price up, but if you want more protection of your assets, decentralization is the way to go. Block DAG is equally one that is just, it's the same thing. They claim to be better than Kaspa, they're not. Did you see the insurance thing on KRI? I think I did. I've seen a lot about KRI, so I probably saw it, it's the olive chain thing. Yeah, I think I did see that. I mean, I know it was the KEIF or something like that, or MFF or something like that. Yeah, I did see that. I think I spoke about it again in my stream yesterday. But yeah, I mean, it's coming on the back of Elon Musk and his whole robot thing. So again, very, very cool stuff. Very cool. Sweden, XRP are all full potential of buying Miro and Turbo meme coins. Maybe. Grayscale, Marathon, Digital Holdings, FOMC Smart Contracts, and Kraken, other tier ones will make. Yeah. Again, that flows so looking now that on screen. That's why I hold Kaspa. That's why we hold Kaspa. That's what we haven't got yet, but what's incoming. What we haven't got, what's incoming, and that's why the price will go up. Keep in mind, guys, everything will go up during the last leg of the bull run. Just be mindful about the coin future potential enough. Think of Kaspa as Bitcoin timelines much faster on steroids. Yeah, everything will go up in the last few legs of the cycle, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But the ones that have really good use case, really good technology, they're the ones that are going to survive. Right now, we're going to be going through, in the future, we'll go through a crypto culling. Those which are deemed as not valuable, that are kind of, ones that are not valuable, ones that are they haven't got a real intrinsic value, they're not going to be able to provide much more, or they're a derivative of something else that's already doing it, they won't survive. But ones that are doing something unique, like Kaspa, most likely will. Again, nothing's guaranteed in this space, you've got to do your own research, but that's my research tells me that Kaspa's going to survive and take over. Just leaving the background supporting, I missed my double bag at 13 cents, didn't have enough time to transfer more cash to the VIP. I mean, unlucky next level cash, but there'll be more opportunities again. Much you missed the dips, you're still at 13.6 cents, you're still early. Still early into Kaspa. Anything below $1 I think is premium Kaspa. It's still undervalued again. 58.3% undervalued right now. It's still early. I understand why so many people don't understand that Kaspa is one of the best. Demand for Kaspa should actually be enormous. I mean, it should be, but people they just aren't there yet. There's no adoption. The big reason why no one cares about Kaspa is because it hasn't got the tier 1s. Tier 1s is what drives... Where's my tier 1s? Here, tier 1s. The exchanges, that's what drives the price mainly. We haven't got it yet. And people are just so emotional and focused on the price action alone. They don't focus on the actual... Like, people who get into crypto... And it's going to be a bigger problem this cycle than ever before as well. Because we're getting more people than ever into crypto. New people into crypto. They're going to look at a price chart, look at the value and think, oh yeah, Kaspa's done that, it should just keep going up, it's going to go great. It comes down like, oh, Kaspa's bad. They're not looked into what Kaspa's actually providing, which is their own problem. It's their own fault. No AT crypto claims 136 Kaspa will be equivalent to 1 Bitcoin. Wow. I mean, that's an insane prediction. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'd love to see that. But again, if that's the case, then I'm already rich then, because I hold way more Kaspa than that. So I'll be having a lot of Kaspa in the future. Velo, yes, Israel brother. I've heard a lot about Velo as well. That's also one of my lists to look into. I have not got around to it yet. I don't really like it's tough to say because it's still quite a small project. It's quite down since its founding. It's got some decent exchanges, you know, Bybit, OKX, some that Kaspa haven't got. It's got HTX, Huobi, and OKX that Kaspa hasn't got yet. Crypto.com as well. So it's got some good exchanges, but you know, it's tough for me to really make a saying. I haven't done enough, again, research is lacking for Velo right now for me, so I can't say too much on it. But if it does well, great. People seem to have a bullish sentiment on it. And if you hold it, I mean, more power to you guys. I might get into it, but if I do, it'd be a very, very small bag, because again, that's not going to fill me with confidence right now. But anyways, with that being said, that is the stream for today. Kaspa is so early right now. Do your own research and zoom out if you are unsure exactly. Do your own research and look at that. That's how early you are of Kaspa. But that's going to be it for the stream again. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the streams, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more if you want to know more about crypto, Kaspa, and other market sentiment. And again, feel free to join the free Discord server in the chat, in the description, also on my YouTube homepage. Back at the same time tomorrow. Hope we have some more big Kaspa news. Maybe the DEX will be announced tomorrow. That'd be really, really big. So check in tomorrow. See you all then. Don't go changing.